Hi guys, welcome back to Rybrook TV and welcome to my first drive in the BMW i4. Now, I'm going to say straight away this isn't going to be the normal quality because I've got such a microscopic amount of time with this car today that there's not going to be the nice B-roll from the outside, there's not going to be loads of shots of the car driving around because there just simply isn't the time to do that today. But I wanted to jump in this car and talk to you guys about what I think of it straight away. In a few weeks we will do a more in-depth look at the i4, both this, which is the 40, and the M50. So, what are my first impressions of this? Well, I've got to be completely honest with you, this is actually one of the cars that I was most looking forward to driving either the tail end of last year or this year. And my first impressions as soon as I jump in it, the interior is glorious. These dual screens are fabulous, and if you want to see more of the interior and exterior of this car, please use the link in the top of the screen to check out our full walk around of this car. But yes, the interior feels fantastic. The quality in here is up to the very highest of orders, and you know what? It feels like a BMW in here, which is exactly how I wanted the car to be. I've got to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the funky, different kind of look of an electric car. I understand there is a want for that. People do want that, but for me personally, my own opinion, I don't want that in an electric car. I want to feel like I'm in a normal car, a normal internal combustion engine car. And that is where this car comes in, the i4, because this in essence is a 4 Series Gran Coupe, just fully electric. And to drive this 40, I've not driven the 50 yet as this video comes out. We are actually filming it very, very soon though, so stay tuned for that one. This feels to me just like a 4 Series Gran Coupe, just completely silent. And it is incredibly silent in here. You don't really get much wind noise, there's hardly any road noise as well. And it feels just as I wanted it to. I didn't want it to feel completely different and out there and futuristic. I wanted it to feel just like a 4 Series because I love the Gran Coupe 4 Series. So the 40 has 340 horsepower and a claimed range of up to 365 miles on the WLTP cycle. Now, this car is currently showing 98% and 350 miles. So I fully believe that this car can do the claimed range. And then when you get your toe down, even this 40, the acceleration from 40 miles an hour to 60 as we come onto this dual carriageway is lightning fast. I can't imagine what the 50 is going to feel like. The steering feels brilliant. Sometimes in electric cars, the steering can feel a little bit disjointed to the front of the car, but not so with the i4. The ride quality as well is brilliant. And the way that you can thread it through bends, now there's no mistaking this is a very heavy car because of the batteries and so on. But it disguises its weight quite well in this 40. Of course, when you really start to push it, you can feel that this has a lot of weight behind it. However, when you're driving completely normally, you're not going to notice. So for everyday use, for the people that are going to buy this car, you're barely going to notice that this car weighs as much as it does. But the thing that's really impressing me is just how easy and relaxed it is and how familiar it is. I love how familiar this car feels. The screens, oh, I can't talk about them enough. The fact that you can get your Apple CarPlay as well, the map on the big screen and the screen directly in front of me is really good, and I love this new design. Let's just, we're dropping into a national speed limit here. So I'm currently going 40 miles an hour. I'm going to plant the throttle. There's 50, there's 60, there's 70. As easy and effortlessly as that. It's just seamless. The throttle response as well on this car is really, really good. I'm really impressed with it. Obviously, it's very difficult to get a real judge of a car's character from a very brief drive that I've got today. So I am going to get more of a drive in this as soon as I possibly can, because I really want to experience this car. I really want to see what it's like to actually live with with an electric car, because I've not done that yet, and I think this car would be a really good one to try it with. This could be the car that pries me away from my internal combustion engines. That's big praise, because I adore my big 3 litre 6 cylinders and so on, big V8s. But I feel like this could be the car. This could be the one that pries me away from them. This could be the one that makes me really sit up and think, maybe electrification is a good idea. Now, of course, I can't tell you too much about charging times and so on in the real world use of this car from a very brief drive from today. Of course, that will come in a future video though. So, I mean, my first brief introduction to the i4 is a very good one. I think it feels like a BMW 4 Series Gran Coupe. Just with that, the immediacy of an electric car, great looks, great interior. I think this is such a compelling package, the 40. And as I say, we'll be driving the 50 a little bit later on, so please make sure you subscribe for that video. Thank you guys ever so much for watching my first drive. I know this is a little bit different. There's no nice B-roll of the car on the outside and so on, but that will come. This was a very quick, brief introduction for me to the i4. So thank you guys ever so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel for plenty more content to come, and I'll see you on the next one.